What is going on, everybody? It's time for your Survivor Series 2016 predictions. Not 2015, not 2014, not 2013, not even 2017. We're talking 2016. We're almost at the end of 2016, so technically it's kind of like 27, but it's not. But it's not. But it's not. And as you can see, the marquee matchup, we got Brock Lesnar versus Goldberg. And just a bold prediction for you guys to start out the show. I think we're going to have Gilbert go up against Bork Lesnar. It's going to be a small version of Brock Lesnar, and I think they're just going to trick us all. And, I think it could happen. So any bold predictions like the one formerly stated? Justin.
Well, I don't have really any bold predictions, but I want to talk about what I think could be what I'm looking most forward to. I'm looking more forward to the traditional tag team matches. Like I'm looking forward to the I'm looking forward more to if I can talk right now.
What are you looking forward to, even though that's not what we're talking about?
What are you looking back to?
I'm looking back to you. So we're not talking about what we're most looking forward to.
I mean, you can talk about that. That's fine.
I'm looking most forward to the main traditional match with the SmackDown vs. Raw with AJ's teams. I'm just gonna call it 2 Styles versus Team Roman. No, Team Raw versus Team SmackDown, the main one. I'm looking most forward to that match right there.
I'm actually looking forward to the since I didn't talk about that because I didn't. Anyway, I'm actually looking most forward to this match right here, Brock Lesnar versus Goldberg. I want to see what Goldberg still has, and I kind of want to see if they keep this going. I'll talk about it more when we get to the actual prediction.
Also, it feels like with the traditional Survivor Series matches, it feels like this whole show has really been based around Stephanie versus Shane, pretty much. Like them trying to get like the one up on each other. Let's see which. I mean. That's what it feels like to me.
Which makes sense.
There's no really storylines into these shows. It's just like I love I always am a big fan of this Survivor Series pay-per-view because just the lineage of this show. I just like the history of Survivor Series. I mean, that's why I'm really looking forward to this show.
I am looking forward to the tag team one though, because they've never done that before, and that's pretty. I like the idea that they came up with this year for that. But what are you most looking forward to / any bold predictions?
I would say Goldberg wins, beats Brock Lesnar. That's what I would say. That'd be a bold prediction for me. No, the ring breaks. Right, there we go. The ring's gonna break.
The actual Casey.
Well, see, what's gonna happen is that it's gonna be a huge surprise.
Casey, I got you. I know what you're gonna say. Alexa's gonna be the sole survivor. I mean, that's bold, but it's not gonna happen.
No, besides that, it is gonna happen. I know somebody in WWE. They told me, but see, what's gonna happen is middle of the show, TNA logo is gonna flash. We're all gonna be confused. That's where they're gonna announce it. WWE has bought TNA. Yep. It's gonna happen. It's not even a prediction. It's just gonna happen. I guarantee it. The company
they're gonna change it up this time. Actually, they're gonna actually show the Vince McMahon conquering WCW. They're just gonna put the TNA logo up there. That's what they're gonna do. It's gonna happen.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
All right, but let's move on to the first match, which is Brian. We got Brian Kendrick going up against Kalisto.
Yeah.
Brian Kendrick versus Kalisto for the Cruiserweight Championship. I'm actually excited for this match. I want to see how this goes. I don't know why Kalisto's getting this match. Like, I get it. He's small, LOL, right? But that's about it. Like, Kalisto, hasn't he been hurt for, like, the entire month of November and October? Since we're only halfway through the month. I mean, hasn't he been hurt? Hasn't he been hurt for a while? I feel like. I just don't feel like he's very deserving of this match, personally.
I mean, he's been
But
getting used on SmackDown quite a bit.
I I mean that terrible victory he got over freaking Biff Busick. Like really? Like I think it's funny because Sin Cara botched one thing when he first came out, and everybody's like, "Yeah, Sin Cara botches all the time." No one talks about how Kalisto he done goofed. Casey, I know you saw it. When
Yeah.
he tried to go for that springboard. Shout out to Biff though, be like understanding what to do in that situation. But I think I want to say Brian Kendrick's gonna win, but I don't know. This is hard. This is a hard one. Because I want to say Brian Kendrick's gonna win just because he just won the title. I don't know. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go on Kalisto. With all the people talking about 205 Live and all this stuff, and you know the thing about the cruiserweight division or the cruiserweights going to another show is that it won't necessarily be a bad thing to see him on SmackDown. And I feel like SmackDown has less, or will have less if they get rid of the Intercontinental title too. We'll have less. They'll have less singles titles to go after, so it'll make a little bit more sense to have him on SmackDown. But I'm gonna go with Kalisto. I really don't want him to win, to be honest. I would rather beat anyone but him. I like Kalisto, but I mean, has he really proven that he's really that good? Not really. Not in my opinion. He's done a lot of like just to quote the Rabbit, botching. A lot of it when it comes to being on the main roster, and I just he's not. I don't think he's up to his potential yet. I don't feel like, but I'm gonna go with Kalisto, I guess. It should still be a good match though. Casey?
You know, I'm gonna let Justin go first because I need to think about this for a minute.
Well, my prediction for this match, I'm gonna be predicting Kalisto to become your new cruiserweight champion. And let me say something here. So these cruiserweight matches on the main roster haven't been, like it feels like they've been going like through the motions. Like they've been good, but they haven't been great like they were in the Cruiserweight Classic. Does that feel like that with you, DJ? Or Casey?
I think it's one of those situations where it's hard. Once again, the Cruiserweight division, the way they booked it in the Cruiserweight Classic, was very wrestling based. And that's hard to promote on the main roster. Now, if they promote it they can promote it like that on SmackDown because SmackDown is the quote B show. I think SmackDown is kind of the show that the more of the wrestling fan gravitates towards. I feel like the issue is WWE's target audience has always been the casual fan. And I don't care what anyone says. The casual fan likes storylines. The casual fan does not like wrestling.
That's true. But Casey, thoughts on
that? See, WWE kind of screwed themselves in this because if they took some of the other guys from the Cruiserweight Classic that they don't use it as much, put them on Raw or on SmackDown, and then you could have somebody else against Brian Kendrick if you are planning on bringing the Cruiserweight division to SmackDown. I kind of agree with DJ. I just don't think Kalisto's the right guy. But looking through the SmackDown roster, he's the only one that fits. There's no other really, unless you're going to kind of cheat and go a little bit above the limit, like if you went for like a Tyler Breeze, I would be
see they could have did that. They could have did that and then like a controversial type thing if they wanted to.
Yeah, I mean, use the guy right there that's really talented that we have so much respect for, but they don't use him well. They could have done that, but I don't think, and I love Kalisto, I do. I just don't think to bring the title to a different show, I don't think he's the right guy. I don't know. But I do think If things are going the way they feel like they're going, I do think that Kalisto is going to win it and bring it over to SmackDown. And then you could still have Brian Kendrick have a rematch and win it back. And they would still be on SmackDown at that point then, or 205 Live or whatever. But I think Kalisto is going to win it.
So I got the question. So it's 205. Well, 205 Live is going to be like after SmackDown goes off the air. So is it still going to be in the arena that SmackDown was held in? I'm pretty sure that's how it's going to go, right?
I still don't understand the concept of 205 Live.
Yeah, I don't get it.
Like it's pretty much going to be every cruiserweight. It's just. Yeah, I still don't really get it either. I know.
I appreciate you trying to explain it to me.
It's going to be another wrestling show because God forbid they actually put more than one cruiserweight match on a 3-hour Raw.
That'd be too difficult.
We don't have we don't have time to put them on Raw for 3 hours. Let's give them another show. Let's put another show on the network that people are going to complain that there's not enough on the network.
But I think it's going to be a good match, no less. And yeah, DJ, are we going to move on or Casey?
Yeah, sure. Let's move on.
Oh, baby.
Right. Oh, goodness. We got God, how did they fit all of them in that graphic?
Oh, God. Oh.
All right. So we got the women's traditional Survivor Series match. We got Nia Jax, Sasha Banks, Charlotte, Bayley, and Alicia Fox going up against Carmella, Becky Lynch, Nikki Bella, Alexa Bliss, and Naomi. There's a lot of things going on in this match. So many people. Just wait till we get to the tag team match, I guess, is what people are probably saying. I
want to be the first person to predict that match.
Okay. I'm gonna go with Team Raw. And it's ironic because Team SmackDown, as far as from a booking perspective, they look stronger to me. But I think I don't know. I think Raw always has to be like, we're so much better than SmackDown, and I think they're going to try it here, even though they haven't been booking the women's championship as well as they could have. I still feel like there's a chance here, so I'm going to go with Team Raw for this particular match. Justin.
I'm gonna go with Team SmackDown here. I feel like that SmackDown is gonna be winning the majority of these matches because I feel like SmackDown has been the better show out of Raw and SmackDown. I think it's been a lot better. So I'm gonna go with Team SmackDown here. I'm gonna go with Team SmackDown here, and also we should predict who we think will be the sole survivor. We should actually do that.
Okay.
Should I do a little bet? We should do a little bet on this. We should.
I mean, what are we betting? like what are we? Just like a friendly wager?
Friendly wage. I guess. Because I kind of want to start doing some bets on these. Because I've been watching some other prediction videos that they actually do bets on.
Yeah, well, they're not us.
But I mean, that'd be pretty interesting.
Sole survivor of this match. I'll predict both sides, I guess. If SmackDown wins, I guess, but I guess technically I picked Raw, so I should say it's sole survivor for just Raw. So I will do that. The sole survivor is going to be Bayley. No, the sole survivor is going to be Nia Jax. Now, the reason I said Bayley first is because I think this would be a perfect time to continue to build Bayley. When they do the whole Soul Survivor thing, because that worked well with Dolph Ziggler. But they could build her if they really wanted to with this. But I think it's also important to build Nia Jax. We haven't seen Nia Jax do anything but job people out. This is her first real big match, it feels like, on the main roster. So I feel like she needs to be the one to be the sole survivor. Charlotte is fine. She's a freaking champion. Sasha Banks is fine. She's over. Bailey is fine. She's over as well. Alicia Fox. So I'm going with Nia Jax, sole survivor. Justin?
I'm going to say, since I went with SmackDown, I'm going to say, I'll say Becky Lynch does it. Because I want them to see them utilize her more. That'd be. Oh, wait, hold on. This is hard, actually. Yeah, I'm gonna stick with. Yeah, I'm gonna stick with Becky Lynch. I'm gonna stick with her.
All right, Casey.
First of all, I need to talk about all of the issues with this match screen that they have here. I'm going to let it slide that, my girl Sasha and Alexa aren't in the front, which they should be. I'm just saying. And I get that they're trying to do this whole Nikki Bella's a face now. He's the best ever. Am I the only one who thinks that the champion should be like the leader that should be in the front? Why is Becky Lynch not in the front? Like, she's the champion. I feel like these titles are already, we've only had the new women's title for a couple months now. We've only had the SmackDown women's title for a little while now, and they already feel like they're secondary to anything else. That bothers me that, they should be right up front and center. They're the two champions. They should be, they should both be.
I mean, Charlotte's up in front and center, if you can't tell that. If you can't tell.
Thank you, Captain Obvious. Do you see where Becky Lynch?
I think.
Yeah, she's not front and center.
It's the typical booking of Becky Lynch.
Yeah.
She's been the one in the back for so long, and even as the champion, she's the one in the back. Now, technically not in the full-fledged back, but you know what I'm saying.
But I'm gonna go with just the way they book things. I'm gonna go with Raw because they're still trying to push Charlotte so much. Sasha's over, Bailey's over. They never push Becky like they should. They're not pushing Alexa like they should. Naomi's just there, like, hey, I'm talented, give me a chance, and they don't. Nikki obviously is, Nikki Bella, whatever. But I feel like just from the standpoint of WWE's who they're pushing and who they want to push, I think Raw is just gonna come out on top. As for the sole survivor, obviously it's gonna be Alicia Fox. Clearly, who else could it be but Alicia Fox? Look at that smile.
The only real member on Team Raw. Come on, guys.
Like, hey, I'm here too. But no, I'm gonna go probably. If they're smart, they would go with Bailey, especially if they're trying to push her like it feels like they were trying to for a while there. But I think it's going to be a really good match, though.
All right. Let's move on to the next match, which we got The Miz. It's weird to see The Miz with the Intercontinental Championship in that graphic again. It's so weird now because, we've seen Ziggler. Ziggler was the champion, and Miz, if you don't know, Miz won on SmackDown Live, the 900th episode, because LOL Dolph Ziggler. I was actually really excited to see Dolph Ziggler versus Sami Zayn. Now, don't get me wrong, I don't think Miz and Sami Zayn's going to be bad by any means, but I was just excited to see how Dolph, because I don't think Dolph and Sami Zayn have worked together before, so I was excited just to kind of see how that would play out. Obviously, Dolph being a very good worker, and Sami Zayn obviously working as hard as he can to get noticed, even though WWE won't notice him. I'm gonna go with. Oh, this one's tough because I think one of the issues we run into is if we feel like the Cruiserweight Championship is gonna change hands, I think the Intercontinental Championship must. Now, I actually think that something's gonna happen. It's gonna be like all the shenanigans of the Miz is gonna catch up to him, and he's gonna get screwed out of the title. It's gonna be by Dolph Ziggler or by Daniel Bryan, or by a combination of both. But I wouldn't see it being Daniel Bryan simply because it's all about Team Raw tonight or Team SmackDown tonight. So I don't expect Daniel Bryan to do it, but I could see Dolph Ziggler doing it. So I'm gonna go with Sami Zayn. He's gonna find a way to win and finally get his first singles title on the main roster. Sami Zayn. Justin.
I think it's going to be a very good match. I'm kind of happy it's not Dolph Ziggler versus the wait, was it? No, Dolph Ziggler versus Sami Zayn, because two faces together. Like I kind of want to see face versus heel. I mean, it just feels more organic. Something we're used to more. But I'm gonna say that Sami Zayn wins because it's time for him to get his first ever singles title on the main roster. I mean, he's had a singles title down in NXT, but it's time for him to get his first ever singles title on the main roster. And I do agree. I do think someone's going to screw the Miz out of it, and I think it's going to be Dolph Ziggler. I mean, it could be Daniel Bryan, but like you said, I mean, they're trying to help out Team SmackDown, so why would Daniel Bryan come out and try to screw him out of the match? So I'm gonna say that Dolph Ziggler comes out and helps Sami Zayn win the Intercontinental Championship, and this is kind of going back to like with the Cruiserweight Championship. So if people think the Cruiserweight Championship is going to be going over to SmackDown, then we think the Intercontinental Championship is going over to Raw. So, I mean, that's the way it works, and yeah. So I got Sami Zayn winning this match here.
All right, Casey.
First of all, I know we'll talk about it a little bit more when we do the weekly review, but am I the only one who kind of thinks the Miz winning the Intercontinental title back so quickly kind of devalues the whole title versus career match? That's kind of what I felt like. Dolph Ziggler put his career up on the line to win the title, and
it shows you how much they care about Dolph Ziggler's career.
Yeah, but part of me is like, they're probably not going to give Sami Zayn the title because, LOL, why would you give Sami Zayn a title? But I think I'm going to go with him actually winning the title. I do think there's going to be something where the Miz gets screwed out of the title, but I don't think it's going to be Daniel Bryan or Dolph. I think if anything, it'll be the Spirit Squad. There's going to be some sort of miscommunication because I don't see him keeping them around for long. I think there's going to be some sort of tension between them or animosity or whatever, and they're going to go off on their own. But I see something like that where he's used them so long to cheat to win. It's going to kind of kick bite him in the ass, and that's what I see. Hopefully, because I kind of want to see something with them, with him, mad at them for making him lose the title, and maybe actually give them their own, matches. Just because we've only seen the Spirit Squad helping out the Miz, or in a random 16-man tag team match where they lost. Yeah. But I kind of don't want to see them just brought back just to be his, his henchmen or whatever. I would kind of want to see, you know, a feud between him and you know, them and the Miz. But I'm gonna go with Sami Zayn, even though, you know, LOL, why would they let him win anything ever? And I like the Ascension and the Vaudevillains.
Already. Next match. Oh
Ooh,
goodness.
this
What
is
a
my
great-
favorite match. Can I predict this match first?
Sure.
Okay, so first, now we got the
First.
first of all,
Is
we got
now.
the SmackDown Tag Team Survivor Series match. Okay, so let's start with Raw. So we got Big Cass and Enzo. We got the New Day. We got we got the club. The club sandwiches. We got Cesaro and Sheamus, and then we got the Shining Stars. And on Team SmackDown, we got the Beauty and the Man Beast. We got Mojo Rawley and the old Highbros. We got American Alpha. We got Fandango and Breeze. Tyler Breeze. I'm about botching his name there. And then we got the Usos. This is gonna be one heck of a clusterfuck. I mean, that's what this match is gonna be. I mean, there's gonna be bodies flying over everywhere. You're not gonna know who's legal. I mean, that's usually what happens in these big. Who do I say wins this? I'm gonna say SmackDown gets this here. I'm gonna say SmackDown wins it again. And who I think becomes the sole survivor? Zack Ryder. No, I'm joking. Actually, I'm gonna say Heath Slater. Heath Slater's gonna be your sole survivor. Yeah, he's gonna be your sole survivor. DJ.
Technically, wouldn't Heath Slater and Rhino as a unit have to be the sole survivor?
Yeah, they're gonna be. I think they're gonna be sole survivors.
All right. Oh God, this match. The Shining Stars in this freaking match. Let's see. Let's just see here. I'm gonna go with Team Raw. It's one of those weird situations where I feel like the tag team division on both brands, I feel like, has kind of been built up pretty consistently. I feel like Raw has the better champions, just because I feel like Heath Slater and Rhino are just still an odd couple to me. And
New Day stuff.
What?
Nothing.
But I don't know. I just feel like both. You know, when you look at the tag team divisions, now albeit the primetime players and Sheamus and Cesaro, and then on the other side you got Breezango.
Did you just say the primetime players?
I said, sorry, the Shining Stars and freaking. I don't know what I said. Can't remember. But then on the other side you got Breezango, which we never know what they're going to do with them. And I think you actually have the tag team titles that are kind of the weak links on the other side, in my opinion. I'm gonna go with Team Raw. I just feel like LOL Raw is real great, so you know that's how it works. And the sole survivors, I think actually they're gonna find a way to have the New Day actually get eliminated, and the sole survivor, whether on either side, I think is going to be the next No More Contender. I think that's how they're going to play this out. But I think the sole survivors for this is going to be Enzo and Cass. Because we're heading into Royal Rumble season. We're heading into WrestleMania season. And it's about that time for Enzo and Cass to go ahead and take those titles. So this is going to be a time when Enzo and Cass stands tall. And that's going to be the chance for Enzo and Cass to come in as No More Contenders. So I'm going with Team Raw. I'm going with Enzo and Cass to be the sole survivors.
I'm going to change my prediction. I think will be sole survivors.
Nope, it's locked in. It's locked in forever.
No, it's not locked in. I'm going to say American Alpha because I think they could become potential next number contenders. I'm gonna say American Alpha.
All right, your Soul Survivor pick is invalid because it was already locked in. So
Casey.
It's not locked in until the actual game day.
no, it's locked in. We
What do you think this is? Fantasy football?
Yeah,
Yeah.
this isn't
This is who wants to be a millionaire? Is that your final answer, Justin?
That is a foul answer.
But Casey.
I'm gonna go. Because I was there, live, front row, and I saw Team SmackDown, and I saw how they were a team and they meshed together, and I saw Heath Slater smack Mojo Rawley's ass 3 times, and I was like, they a team. They are a team. If you could smack a man in the ass 3 times, you're a team. You're a family. But no, I think they seem to be all on the same page, at least for one night. We saw it in the backstage segment with King Booker. They all seem to be on the same page. I feel like there's too much tension on Team Raw for them to, actually stay on the same page for one match. And I think that's going to be their downfall. So I'm going to go with Team SmackDown. And your sole survivor is going to be not Breezango and not the Hype Bros.
So the Usos of Alpha and the Man Beast.
Yeah, that one. Yeah, that one. All 3 of them. All of them. Yeah. Yeah. I'm Slater and Rhino, I guess. I don't know.
All right. Let's move on to the next match, which is the traditional Survivor Series match between the men's.
The demands?
I still would have rather seen, personally, I still would rather have seen Kevin Owens versus AJ Styles, Roman Reigns versus, I guess, The Miz now, or Dolph Ziggler, whoever it would have been at that time, and the New Day versus Beauty and the Man Beast. I'm just saying, I would have rather seen title versus title. But still, it's fine, because, it's not like they don't have the big enough roster to do that, because LOL. But I guess you got to make these marquee matchups as well, so I'll give them a pass. But I think that Team SmackDown's going to win this. Because I still think it comes back down to the titles. And I think WWE still feels like the world title is greater than the universal title. The universal title and the United States title combined. But there's a little bit of me that's thinking Orton's going to do something crazy in this match. Because we haven't seen him change yet. We haven't seen him put on a jumpsuit. We haven't seen him grow out his beard yet. We haven't seen him put on a fedora. We haven't seen anything to give him that Wyatt feel. So I feel like if anything, this could be one that Raw wins. And if Raw is to win this one, I think SmackDown wins the tag team one. But because I don't see a clean sweep in any of these.
But he got the hood up though.
That is true. He do got the hood up. We got the little zippy zip. I see what you're saying, but still though. Yeah, I'm going with Team SmackDown still, and the sole survivor will be Shane McMahon. Simply because, like Justin said earlier, this has been a Shane versus Stephanie thing, and what better way to kick it to Stephanie than to have Shane be the sole survivor. So I think Shane gets the wins.
Is it my turn?
Yeah,
I guess it is.
I just said your name.
I didn't hear you say my name. I did.
Justin.
Okay, thank you.
Justin, it's your turn.
Yeah.
Wait, whose turn is it?
It's my turn. I think this is going to be That's my dream. This is gonna be a really good match, but I would say that Team Raw wins here, and the reasoning why I'm saying that is because I have a feeling that someone is gonna screw someone else from the on the SmackDown side. Since what Taker said last night, pretty much said, if someone, someone if they lose, it's gonna be on their hands. You know what I mean? Like they better not
Casey,
lose.
was that his exact words?
It was.
Those weren't his exact words. Tell me the exact words, pretty much. Explain. Tell me them.
Casey don't know. He didn't even listen.
He said, "You don't have to fear loss, but if you lose, you have to fear the dead man."
Yeah, that's pretty much. Which I think that Randy Orton,
I know what he said.
I have a feeling that Randy Orton is going to do something like that. He's going to like screw on SmackDown some way, and you can build to Undertaker, and you can build to Undertaker and Randy Orton at the Royal Rumble. And also, I think that the rest of the Team SmackDown is kind of going to be turning on Dean Ambrose, because I've been hearing rumors that they're going to be reuniting the Shield back together, and the Shield is going to Seth Rollins and Roman Reigns. They're going to kind of be helping out Dean Ambrose. That's what I've been hearing. I don't know exactly.
That would make sense if Dean Ambrose was champion.
That would. But yeah, I'm gonna say that Team Raw wins here. And your sole survivor, I'm gonna sadly say Roman Reigns. I don't know why. I'm gonna say Roman Reigns though, because I'm feeling that he's gonna be getting the Universal Championship soon, in my opinion. But yeah, Casey.
Even he doesn't deserve to have to carry around that ugly.
It's not that ugly. I got you. I'm used to that title more. It's not that ugly.
It gets uglier than.
Wait. Isn't that the King of the Mountain title?
I knew I recognized it. I knew it.
That's why they had to retire it, because WWE was gonna.
But SmackDown did kind of upset me with Taker, because I was kind of hoping Taker was gonna maybe take Shane's spot. He kind of talked to he said he's back, which I don't know if that means he's gonna be back for a while, because it sounded
he's back for Mania like he always is.
Yeah, probably.
He's gonna be back for until from now on until Mania probably.
Yeah, but I mean, he still could have a couple other matches. So I think it would have been cool if he, took Shane's spot. But oh man, this one's tough. I'm gonna go with Raw winning, because then they could do a thing where, all the members kind of have to deal with Taker after losing, even Shane. So that could open up some interesting storylines. Obviously Shane's already faced Taker, Ray's already faced Taker. I think Orton's faced Taker at Mania, hasn't he?
Yeah, Mania 21, maybe.
Yeah, he has.
Or it was Mania 21 or 20. It was one of them.
They could still do something like that until
Yeah, it was 21.
And then you could do another Orton Taker at Mania. You could do AJ Taker at Mania.
See, I don't think it'll be at Mania. I think because I'm sorry for interrupting you. I think that should be at the Royal Rumble, because I think he's gonna do. I'm sorry. I think they should do that at the Royal Rumble, but there's one match that I think should happen at WrestleMania between Undertaker, which is the Undertaker and John Cena. And that's the last match that Taker needs to have.
This motherfucker, I am not done talking about the match. Anyway,
go ahead.
But I mean,
sorry, that was just funny. He interrupts you. Go ahead.
Yeah. No, but I mean, I think the big key is, he said that WrestleMania isn't going to define him anymore. So it doesn't have to be somebody that, can break the streak or whatever. The streak's already broken. It happened, they
We're
tried.
still mad about it. Like,
Yeah. So, I mean, it could be anybody. It could be somebody he could help put over. It could just be somebody that could put on a good match. I think that opens up to a lot more people. I think before the streak was broken, it was narrowed down to so few people that could face Taker from year to year. I think now it opens it up to a lot more people. I mean, like I said, it could be AJ, it could be Randy again. It could be Cena, it could be Braun Strowman. Hell, it could be anybody now, which is cool. I think it makes it, more fun, the build up, because I'm pretty sure he's still going to have a match at Mania. And he looked really good. He didn't, I know we were talking a couple years ago at the one Mania where he looked really bad. He looked sick. He didn't look himself. He's definitely looking better. So the past couple years. So I mean, I hope he has a couple more matches up to WrestleMania, but I'm pretty sure he'll have a match at Mania. Just because.
I can see him having one at Rumble because they got to fill up the Alamo Dome.
Yeah,
it's a big old
So
stadium.
maybe Taker and Orton maybe have a rubber. Like that'd be pretty interesting again.
They should do Bray Wyatt versus The Undertaker. Oh wait,
can
do
we
that again?
Can we not bring up old Randy Orton feuds because WWE doesn't know what else to do? Huh, Kane.
They should do Randy Orton versus John Cena. I've never seen that one before.
Did you hear that AJ Styles might be facing Shawn Michaels at the Rumble?
No.
Did you hear about that?
No, it's not.
That'd be great. That'd be amazing to see. I would love that.
I don't think it's gonna happen, but
I don't think Shawn doesn't want to.
I mean, he said that he wants to come back for one more match. And in the Alamo Dome, in Texas, and
I don't think so.
that'd be great.
I think you're wrong, Dale.
But anyway,
Dale.
The next match is I already know what it is, but got this graphic. We got Brock Lesnar versus.
And no, I didn't blow this image up. I didn't blow it up even more. This is like this.
Goldberg. Those chants, they stick with you. They do.
I figured it out. They're not actually going to have a match. They're going to play the video game.
It swerved. Got swerved.
It's going to be Gilbert and Brick Lesnar.
It's gonna be the created Brock Lesnar from when he wasn't in the games.
Oh my gosh.
All right. Justin, I'm gonna give this one to you first. Who do you think's gonna win? Bork or Gil?
Gil.
I think it's time for someone to actually throw Brock Lesnar off his pedestal because he's been on his pedestal for a long time. Like, ever since he broke the streak back in 2014, he's been on that pedestal. So someone needs to actually throw him off, and I think Goldberg is that person. Throw him off. And no, I don't think this is going to be a great match. It'd be like a 5-star classic, but I think it's going to be really cool to see, to rewrite history. Like, hopefully Brock Lesnar doesn't damn near break his neck again. But, I mean, it's going to be your typical big man match, and it's not going to be like big, high-flying moves, but it's going to be a good match. But I have a feeling that someone is going to screw Brock Lesnar, and I think it will be Shane McMahon. And the reason why is because I think he might want some redemption from what happened at the last co-pay-per-view when he got F5'd by Brock Lesnar. So I think that he might screw Brock Lesnar out of this match and help Goldberg win. So, yeah, I got Goldberg win this match here. DJ.
All right. I'm gonna actually go with Brock Lesnar. I'm gonna go with Brock Lesnar simply because I think I don't feel like there's any way this is gonna stop at Survivor Series. I feel like they're gonna at least try to get one more match out of Goldberg after this, whether it be at Mania again or it be in the Alamo Dome, because like I said, they really need to fill the Alamo Dome. They're really gonna try to fill the Alamo Dome at least, and that's a big stadium to fill. You know, any dome stadium is a big stadium to fill, and I'm gonna go with Brock because I think to a certain degree, I think there's two ways they can go about this. Now they could go with the Goldberg winning, but I think the issue of Goldberg winning is now he's 2 up on Brock Lesnar. So why would Goldberg ever accept another match? Or they could go with Brock Lesnar winning, and I think that will be the smart move because if they go with Brock Lesnar winning, Goldberg can blame the fact that he hasn't been wrestling for 15 years. You know, he can blame that and use that as kind of a crutch to why he lost to Brock Lesnar and why he wants another match. Now, obviously, Brock's going to play around with the fact that, you know, I told you what you were going to get yourself into, and that's what you got yourself into and all that. But
Go ahead.
I personally think that Brock Lesnar should win this match. Been on that pedestal, but he should be. Because if they want to book him the way they want to book him, he should be on that pedestal. I'll be honest, the man should have probably have never lost since he came back. He shouldn't have lost to Triple H that time. It's dumb.
Show lost to John Cena.
Yeah, even to Cena, like if he was gonna lose, it should have been protected, like it was with Seth Rollins back at Mania 31. But I feel like Brock should be on that pedestal. Because I think I always like the little interviews with Brock where he's just like, I do not care. I like that Brock Lesnar. You got yourself into this and I'm gonna beat you up. I like that Brock Lesnar a lot. You know, I kind of like the Brock Lesnar who doesn't talk much, but when he does talk, like he's just telling you how he's gonna beat you up. I like that Brock Lesnar. It's very similar to Lashley to me. Even though I think Lashley's been booked better. But I'd have to go with Brock Lesnar. I think they need to try to keep Brock Lesnar versus Goldberg for one more match, whether it be at Rumble, doesn't need to be at Elimination Lane of Fast or whatever they're going to call their pay-per-view.
They're going to have one in February, one in March.
Okay, but I mean it doesn't need to be on that pay-per-view because that's a waste. But I mean they can have like a build-up type thing, but they need to have at least one more match after this. And that's just my personal opinion. I just think, like, why bring Goldberg back to get that big of a pop to bring him back for one night?
See, here's the thing. I do agree with what you're saying a little bit there, but like Brock Lesnar can make an excuse, having their match if Shane interferes. He can make an excuse like Shane, screwed me out of this. So he could. Making their excuse. You know what I mean?
I get what you're saying. I do. But I mean, to be honest, they could still like have Shane try to screw him and him just destroy Shane.
And then Goldberg catch him like.
And then like he just destroys Shane, and I think Lesnar still ends up winning. Goldberg still blames it on ring rust. And the fact that he hasn't been in the ring for a long time. And then Brock Lesnar can gloat about how he beat up Goldberg in front of his family because, that's what Brock Lesnar likes to do. And then I think they have another match. They need to. They can, and I think that actually sets it up for them to have a match at Rumble in the Alamo Dome, fill that out. That'll be the last match. And then have Shane McMahon versus Brock Lesnar at Mania because Brock doesn't have anything to do.
I would say do Brock versus Shane at Rumble, and then do Brock versus Goldberg at Mania. That's what I would say. But Casey,
I think this is one of WWE's great ideas and horrible ideas at the same time. I mean, I don't think it's going to be a great match just because, kind of like DJ said, you know, there's so much ring rust there. You know, he hasn't, Goldberg hasn't wrestled in 13 years. You know, there's guys that come back, you know, after 3 years and there's a little bit of ring rust, but 13 years is a long time. A lot of the WWE fans or the younger WWE universe has never even seen him actually wrestle live. Like, that's how long it's been. But I at the same time, if he loses to Brock, which I think would make sense, you know, why would you put 2 over on Brock? It just doesn't make sense to bring him back just for that. If he loses to Brock, I don't see him blaming it on ring rust. I just don't think he doesn't seem like that kind of guy. Like, oh, I had ring rust, blah blah blah, give me another chance. That seems like a crybaby heel tactic to me, and that's just not Goldberg. What I do see happening is, you know, Lesnar gloating about it and talking about his family. You know, oh, I made your son cry, blah blah blah. I made your wife cry, blah blah blah. And then that really, you know, pisses Goldberg off, and they build up to another match. I could see that happening.
I mean, do you see this being the last match?
I don't think they would bring. I don't think just to promote a video game they would bring him back for one match. If they were just going to do this to promote the video game, he could just go on, you know, tours promoting the video game. I don't think you bring him back just for one match. I mean, the fans want to see more than one match. If he can do it, I would say give him at least 2 or 3 matches, you know, and big pay-per-views like Survivor Series, Royal Rumble, WrestleMania, not the little ones between. Because obviously, like we said, this isn't going to be a great match just because there's so much ring rust. But that gives him time in between.
And they're 2 big men also.
Can I finish my point, boy? No. I think that gives him time in between to kind of actually get back in the gym and really get into, you know, in-ring shape. Just because, you know, I'm excited for this match, but it's not going to be a great match. It's just not. Just because he has so much ring rust. And that's just it's gonna be with anybody, you know. If AJ Styles was out of a ring for 15 years and came back, he would have ring rust. It's not, you know, people, you know, used to joke, you know, Goldberg couldn't really wrestle, blah blah blah. He was just a big guy. May or may not be true, but you know, 15 years or 13 years, whatever. Doesn't matter who you are. Your first match back isn't going to be great, especially when it's on a big pay-per-view. If they gave him a couple matches on, you know, SmackDown or Raw, it might be a little bit better, but this is going to be his first match back. You know, he's jumping into the deep end right away.
All right.
I'm done. You may move on.
Anyway, I'm excited to see kind of how this match is going to play out.
Just so you know, I'm done. You can move on.
You suck. Anyway, I'm excited about this match though. I do want to see how it's going to play out. I'm excited about this pay-per-view in general. It's Survivor Series, so it should be pretty fun. I feel like I don't know. For some reason, I've always felt like Survivor Series is kind of little brother to the other 3 Big 4 pay-per-views. I don't know what it is. Like, I don't know if it's the way it's promoted or is it just the traditional Survivor Series matches. But for some reason, Survivor Series always just felt like a little brother to me. But I'm excited though. I want to see how it's gonna play out. But I guess it is time to go. That was our Survivor Series predictions for 2016. I'm excited to see what's going to happen on the show. Feel free to leave your comments in the comment section about how your predictions, any bold predictions, anything you think is going to happen that we're never going to expect. Feel free to leave those in the comments as well. But be sure to hit that subscribe button for us, and we'll see you guys later. Tomorrow, I think we're going to do the weekly WWE review. More than likely, we're going to try to at least. That's the plan, and then either Friday or Saturday we'll do TNA, and obviously the six pack on TNA as well. I mean, six pack on Saturday as well. But anyway, we'll see you guys later. We hope you guys enjoyed.